Hey, brother teacher here. How many of you out there love to watch sports? Football, basketball, baseball, soccer, maybe even hockey, tennis, golf, even race car driving, you know. Someone likes some form of entertainment. Even if you don't like watching it, maybe you like participating in the entertainment. You know, maybe you like to go to the pool hall and shoot some pool, go bowling. That is something. Activities, entertainment are okay. But ladies and gentlemen, what about your health? What about you? Have you taken some time for you, for self? As much as we are investing our time out of our lives, our money, out of our bank accounts, our wages, from our family's money potentially, we are investing that money in someone else's wealth, dreams, hopes, aspirations, success. But have you thought about you? Have you thought about your health? Where do you lie on that spectrum? I'm sort of switching gears a little bit, if you will. So often do we put our focus on something so strongly that we forget about the things that really, really matter the most. I didn't really think I was going to switch gears this way, but I am. This was a subject for another video, making other people wealthy while we're poor. It's actually two videos in one right now. It's going to be brief. I don't have any intentions to stay very long, but I just want to say this. You know, we have to get our priorities together in life. And I know, sounds like I'm beating a dead horse or it's redundant, and I just repeat this over and over and over again, but how many times have you told your children something over and over and over again until they got it? Not only in a moment, not only in a couple months, but throughout their lifetime, until they actually got the message, the lesson. So who has to give us the lesson? Have we grown to the point where we can't accept critical information, I should say? What I'm really saying is constructive criticism is what I really meant. But it's sad, it's a sad state of affairs when we are giving other people, institutions and corporations outside of us, more than we're giving our own, than we're giving to ourselves and to our families. Have you thought about it? What about the real lessons in life, ladies and gentlemen? And I'm adamant about this. And what I was saying earlier about being redundant, it's like this. The redundancy is this, but it's necessary. And that is that we don't have very much long to be on this earth. Our time is here on this earth for a very, very short period of time. But what's the value of the time that we spend here is what matters the most. I personally, and I say again, I don't want to have lived my life as especially an adult in vain, and to have just simply poured all of my energy into some other thing and not the things that really, really matter the most. And that's self, and then it's family, and everything else follows. It's true. Because if there's no good you can't be of any benefit to anyone else. You know? You've got to be in good health and good shape before you can service or help anyone outside of you. Did you ever think about it like that? I can't help my children, my grandchildren, my friends, or anyone for that matter if I'm not together. The same is true with you. Because if you're in poor health, guess what? You are very limited in what you can do for someone else. So take care of self first. Take care of your health first. Pay yourself first. And I do mean financially, economically. Pay yourself first. I mean, The powers that be take your taxes from you off the top. The next person in line should be you taking care of you. And then everything else after that. You follow? That's all I wanted to do, was to get you to think. So, while you're out here buying all of these jerseys to all these basketball, football teams, and the events you like to go to, and the parties you like to go to, and all of the other entertainment, your movie theaters, and your now it's Netflix is the biggest thing, one of the biggest things, and the video games, and the computers, the laptops, and the tablets, and so forth. While we get caught away in that electronic world, don't miss out on what matters the most. That's all I'm saying. Have a conversation with your family sometime. Sit down at the dinner table and have a meal with your family, and not everyone spread throughout the house eating separately. Whatever happened to that? Huh? Whatever happened about you going out, just taking a walk with your loved one, with your children, with your family, sitting in the park, going fishing together, going on some excursion somewhere with your family where it's not all the hustle and bustle, It's not a big crowd of people, but it's just you. We need to get back to the basics. Back to the basics. That's what we have to do. Have you kissed your husband or wife lately? Have you kissed and hugged your children lately? Children, have you kissed and hugged your mother and father lately, or even one another? Family is important. You need to know that. And you can't replace your family. That was it. Enough ranting on from me about this subject, but I hope it was beneficial to you. If you've been disenfranchised by someone, if you've been disgruntled by some circumstance that you experienced with your family or someone else, if you haven't talked to a loved one in a long time, let's try to make amends today, okay? Let's have some reciprocity. If a person is reaching out to you, then reach back, okay? This is Brother Teacher. Have a wonderful day. So long.